Family History for Beginners and Beyond. I know many people would be familiar with this title. They would have seen this over the years. It is now in its 16th edition that came out last year, and it just keeps getting better and better. So, compiled by the Heraldry and Genealogy Society of Canberra. This actually started out back in 1981 as course notes. They converted it to a book, which was first produced in 1985. And like I said, they're now up to their 16th edition. And it's been expanded. It now has 23 chapters and over 300 pages. So it really is a book designed for everyone, right from the very, very beginner through to those that have been researching for quite some time. There's information in here for everyone. So to give you an idea on the types of things it covers, beginning, it starts right, where do you begin? How do you begin? What the rules are for genealogy, how to fill in pedigree charts and family group charts, what they are as well. Genealogy software, some basic genealogy websites, how to go about, what's the best ones for those. That's included. Then we get into the other chapters, and there's things like there's DNA, there's libraries and archives, there's a whole bunch of those listed with addresses and details. First death marriages, passengers and migration records, convict records, indigenous records, early free settlers. There's a section on that whole chapter. Military, government records, things like wills, land records, photos is even included actually. How to learn how to date photos is there. There's a whole section here on New Zealand as well, so keep that in mind. It's not just Australia, even though I do keep saying Australia. There's sections if your ancestors are from overseas, so whole chapters for England, Ireland, Scotland and Europe as well. So also keep that in mind if you're wanting to know how to go back further. That gives you some clues. So that's really, really useful. So it really does cover everything right from beginning, what is a chart, how do I fill in a chart, what website should I use, to learning more about the whole different things like all the different types of records and where you can find them. There's 5 extra chapters in this one, in this edition, and they are DNA, writing your story, Chinese Australians, military records and Australian land records. So they're all new in this particular edition. So if you haven't seen a copy of this for quite some time, there's a lot more in it than would have been in your earlier edition. So it's definitely one for everybody who's researching Australian history, be it beginner or advanced. It should be on your shelf. So Family History for Beginners and Beyond. I wish you well with your research.